Because getting a job in India is very confusing. You could get good marks, go to a good college, get a degree, and still be very, very confused about what you want, let alone what a company or an employer wants. Hi everyone, my name is Khushi Sharma. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the essential skill sets, or rather the essential mindset that you need to get a job in this economy in India in 2026. See, our education system is a huge problem. Everybody knows that. And I think if someone has some information on something, I think awareness is very, very important. And so I want to share everything around my experience with you guys so that it may help you guys in navigating your employment journey. So today we're going to be discussing what actually matters when getting a job, how important is a school or college in your job profile, what are the skill sets you need to build to get a job, and what can you realistically do if you're in college or internships to get a good job. But hold on, before I tell you what you should and should not do, you should have some context of where I come from and why I have certain opinions or I say certain things. So I basically pursued commerce with maths in my 11th and 12th in school, and then I went on to pursue BCom honors from SRCC in Delhi, and then I currently am doing an investment banking job at a big four firm. So throughout this video there might be certain examples that are more finance or accounting related, that is just because that is where I come from, that is what experience I have and what background I have. And that definitely does not mean that people from different fields or other fields from marketing, tech cannot watch this video, because they are going to be easy to understand examples. So before we get into the video, I would like to just point out that I personally do not think a job should be your ultimate goal in life, but I do realize that I come from a position of privilege and मेरे पास खुद job है, so I can say these things. But there are a lot of people in our country, a lot of youth in our country जिनके लिए ये choice नहीं होती of not having a job. So yeah, I think I do not take it for granted. I think a job has a lot of benefits. It gives you practical exposure, it lets you learn on the job, and especially it helps you build savings. एक जो independence आती है ना, especially financial independence, to buy things for your own, to not think before spending. Obviously you should think before spending, but to ऐसे छोटी मोटी चीज़ों पे, जैसे मैं तो लड़की हूँ यार, मैं क्या खरीदूँगी, मैं कपड़े खरीदूँगी, मेकअप खरीदूँगी एंड वॉट नॉट, राइट. बट ऑल्सो टू इन्वेस्ट इन स्टफ, to use your money the way that you want, right? So basically the point I'm trying to make, that at this age 18 to 21, a lot of us, we don't know what we want to do. We don't have a clear path in our mind that this is what I want to do. And I think a job can be a very good testing ground and not a whole life sentence that helps you figure out that for yourself. Okay, so थोड़ा foundational level से start करते हैं. Let's start from school life. So if you're a student in school, I don't think class 10th and 12th के marks इतना तुम्हें matter करेंगे 5 years down the line, 5 years into your career. But I think at the age of 16 to 17 to 18, I think your school marks kind of decide the vast opportunities that open up for you. So while they do not matter directly, they do matter indirectly. So एक simple flow chart है. Your school marks decide your college options decide your campus opportunities, and your campus opportunities decide your first job. So basically your school doesn't directly affect your job, but it can affect your college choices, and that affects your job. If you're in school right now and you would ask me what is the best piece of advice I can give you realistically, I would say try to get in the best college that you can. And a good college has so much to offer. It's not just about the name, it's about a better peer group, better professors, extracurriculars, societies, and most importantly, access to companies that may not recruit everywhere. So I have talked to people, I have a lot of friends who are currently working right now, and I've heard a lot of people say that I applied to XYZ company and they said that they cannot hire because we only recruit from XYZ college. And यहाँ पे I do not mean that if you're not in a tier 1 college you cannot get a good job. All I'm trying to say is कि अगर तुम्हारे पास opportunity है to work hard, get into a tier 1 college, get into a good college and open up those opportunities for yourself, you should absolutely grab it. It'll make the first few steps a lot easier for you. If I could go back in time and build the first skill to get a job, I think the most basic and the most underrated skill is communication. And hear me out, I do not mean speaking fancy English or having a good accent or having an extensive vocabulary. No. Getting your point across clearly and communicating what you're thinking to सामने वाला बंदा well is all I mean. Basic English is fine, that works. But अगर तुम अपना thought process सामने वाले बंदे को समझा ही नहीं पा रहे हो, then there is some issue. Can you take a thought in your head and clearly communicate it to another person is the question. इसको एक example से समझते हैं. Say for example, you're sitting in an interview and the interviewer asks you, why do you want to pursue a certain field, or why, say for example, you want to pursue investment banking. One way to answer that question could be, I think investment banking is a very prestigious field and it opens a lot of opportunities, and I've heard from my seniors that it is a good job profile to have. That is why I want to pursue investment banking. Or you could go about it another way. You could say, firstly, I think that I really enjoy studying companies, reading about what drives their growth, what is the industry that they work in. And I feel like investment banking as a job profile is not just about studying companies, it's about actually practically working with them. For example, helping them raise money, helping them in mergers and acquisitions. So I think that is the combination that interests me personally, and that is why I want to pursue investment banking. तुम डिफरेंस देख रहे हो, तुमने डिफरेंस देखा. एंड बाय नो मीन्स डू आई थिंक कि जो मैंने तुम्हें आंसर दिया है दैट इज़ द सैम्पल आंसर और दैट इज़ द परफेक्ट आंसर टू गिव. थिंक तुम क्या सोचते हो उसके बारे में. एंड आई नो इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग एक ईजी एग्जाम्पल नहीं है. लॉट ऑफ पीपल डोंट इवन अंडरस्टैंड इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग क्या होता है अप अंटिल देयर लास्ट ईयर इन कॉलेज. बट उसमें ऐसा कुछ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड टेक्निकल जार्गन नहीं बोला है मैंने बस इतना बोला है कि मुझे अच्छा लगता है कंपनीज़ के बारे में पढ़ना एंड फाउंडर्स से बात करना. Be realistic when you're giving answers. See, for me, investment banking is very, very close to Shark Tank. मुझे बहुत मज़ा आता है Shark Tank देखने में and to see how investors are thinking, how companies are thinking, how founders are building their companies, what is the idea behind them. So all those fields really interest me a lot. तो तुम अपने पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस से भी आंसर बोल सकते हो as long as you're being truthful, as long as you're being genuine about it. And honestly, this might not be the best advice, but फेक इट टिल यू मेक इट. अगर तुम्हें कुछ नहीं समझ आ रहा है, आई थिंक बुलशिटिंग योर वे थ्रू लाइफ इज़ द बेस्ट वे. अगर तुम्हें कुछ नहीं समझ आ रहा है, डोंट बी ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट, वो अलग चीज़ होती है, बट से वट एवर इज़ ऑन योर माइंड, इट माइट वर्क आउट फॉर यू. एंड इसके अलावा अनदर थिंग दैट यू शुड रिमेंबर इज दैट इट्स नॉट अबाउट हाउ फास्ट यू गिव द आंसर. सो रिमेंबर टू पॉज, रिमेंबर टू टेक अ ब्रेथ, रिमेंबर टू थिंक. एक सिंपल फ्रेमवर्क फॉलो करा करो व्हेन समवन आस्क्स यू अ क्वेश्चन. Pause, think, structure it in your head, answer what they asked for, and then explain it. And ये जो बीच का part है ना, that structuring, that is very, very important. The thinking and structuring. तभी तुम अपना point clearly आगे रख पाओगे. And while I did say that you should always say whatever you know, whatever is on your mind, I also think that it is completely okay to tell an interviewer that I'm sorry, I'm not sure about this, but this is how I would approach this, or this is how I think about this. See, तुम इंसान हो एंड वो बंदा भी इंसान ही है ना. तुम्हें 100% दुनिया के बारे में पता है ना उसे पता है. Nobody can have 100% of the knowledge on this earth. So I think it is completely human and completely genuine and fine to say that I am not sure about this, but this is how I think. So yeah, that is about communication. Can you express yourself clearly or not? I think the second most tricky and the most important skill for a job is analytical thinking. And ये word इधर उधर फेंका जाता है बट कोई समझाता ही नहीं है एक्चुअली कि इसका मतलब होता क्या है. I will try to explain it to you as much as I can क्योंकि मुझे भी recently समझ में आया है. So yeah, if you're given a problem, can you break it down and reach a conclusion is the question here. See, a lot of interviews have technical rounds जहाँ पे technical questions पूछे जाते हैं, but sometimes it so happens that those technical questions can be handled even if you don't have that much experience. सी कंसल्टिंग में केस इंटरव्यूज़ होते हैं, फाइनेंस में टेक्निकल फाइनेंस पूछा जाता है, इफ़ यू हैव अ सर्टेन सर्टिफिकेशन तो उसके बारे में पूछा जाता है। ओके, सो एनालिटिकल थिंकिंग को भी एक एग्जाम्पल से समझने की कोशिश करते हैं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इंटरव्यूअर तुमसे पूछता है, वाई डू यू थिंक ABC कंपनीज रेवेन्यू डिक्लाइंड? One way to go about it could be, I think there could be a lot of factors. Maybe the competition rose up, or demand fell, or the prices fell, or maybe macroeconomic factors. A lot could have happened in this case. Or you could say, थोड़ा सोच के, थोड़ा पॉज करके सोचो, रेवेन्यू क्यों गिर सकता है? इफ़ यू आर अ कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट, आई वुड से समथिंग लाइक, I think there could be a lot of factors affecting why revenue fell, but primarily I think revenue is built up of price and quantity. So if revenue fell, either price fell, quantity fell, or both of them simultaneously fell. Now coming to why price could have fallen, maybe the company decreased its own prices to remain competitive. Maybe some new competitor came into the market and forced the company to reduce their prices. Or maybe the company's product mix shifted towards lower priced products, which actually reduced their average selling price. So these could be certain factors that affect price falling. For quantity decreasing, again, I think there could be a number of factors. Maybe the company is losing customers, maybe another company has taken over their market share, or maybe the company is facing supply side problems where they are not getting supply in time and are not able to handle inventory. So you see the difference in breaking down a problem. Think back to the framework that I told you. Pause, think, structure. ये सब तुम्हें पता है, ये सब बेसिक चीज़ पढ़ाते हैं 11th-12th में कि रेवेन्यू प्राइस और क्वांटिटी से बनता है, एंड ये सब जनरल नॉलेज है. एंड आई नो दिस माइट नॉट फील लाइक कि तुम्हें अभी ये सब आता है. यू कैन बिल्ड दिस. यू कैन रीड अबाउट कंपनीज, यू कैन रीड देयर अर्निंग कॉल्स ट्रांसक्रिप्ट. स्कूल में पता भी नहीं था मुझे कि अर्निंग कॉल ट्रांसक्रिप्ट आती है. सो उसमें इंफॉर्मेशन होती है ऑफ हाउ कंपनीज आर थिंकिंग, वाई दे आर डूइंग सर्टन थिंग्स दैट दे आर डूइंग. रीड कंपनी की एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स. दिस इज़ हाउ यू बिल्ड एनालिटिकल थिंकिंग. एंड अगर तुम 50% बिल्ड कर लोगे ना एक जॉब से पहले, तो बाकी का 50% ऑन द जॉब तुम सीख ही जाओगे. यू विल डू सो गुड इन योर जॉब अगर तुम इतना सा ये समझ जाओगे कि एनालिटिकल थिंकिंग होती क्या है. तो यू कैन डू मच बेटर देन योर पीयर्स इन योर फर्स्ट जॉब. एंड इस आंसर को एक स्टेप और अगर तुम आगे लेना चाहते हो, you can literally just say कि this, because this is a hypothetical situation, I in real life would actually like to look at the data and then judge how price or volume gets affected and then take a stance on it. इससे पता चलता है कि तुम रियल लाइफ सोचते हो, तुम सिर्फ किताबी कीड़े नहीं हो, तुम्हें पता है कि रियल लाइफ में चीज़ें कैसे होती हैं. देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ फैक्टर्स दैट कैन अफेक्ट प्राइस एंड क्वांटिटी, एंड वो तुम हाइपोथेटिकली कुछ एग्जाम्पल देके बता सकते हो कि क्या क्या है, बट रियल लाइफ में कैसे होता है दैट वर्क्स अ बिट डिफरेंटली देन व्हाट वी रीड इन टेक्स्ट बुक्स. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट स्किल, आई थिंक बेसिक टेक्निकल स्किल्स आर रिक्वायर्ड ऑन योर फर्स्ट जॉब, एंड डोंट यूज सॉफ्टवेयर टू पुट इट ऑन योर CV. एक्चुअली लर्न हाउ टू अप्लाई इट. सो व्हेन आई से यूज एक्सेल, थोड़े बहुत फॉर्मूला सीखो. I know there are courses on the internet, but मैंने भी किए थे, but that is not how things work. Actually learn how to use shortcuts, how to use Excel efficiently, and do a good course if you can. Apart from that, मैंने personally खुद Power BI भी किया था. वो तुम्हें presentations बनाने में help करता है. I was very fluent with Canva, like college में and all, because of societies and everything. So I think whatever you do in life helps you build certain skills. जैसे सोसाइटीज़ में होना, PORs में होना, आई वॉज वर्किंग थ्रू एक्सेल, पावर BI, कैनवा, वॉट नॉट. तो वही बेसिक ग्राफिक डिज़ाइनिंग स्किल्स, प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स, अलाइनमेंट एंड एवरीथिंग, वो सब आना चाहिए. दैट इज़ बेसिक. बट या बाकी का जो टेक्निकल प्लेटफॉर्म्स होते हैं स्पेसिफिक टू कंपनीज, वो तुम ऑन द जॉब ही सीखते हो. But basic things like Google, Microsoft के apps, you should know. Next, I think another important and underrated skill is research and curiosity. See, I'm not saying कि तुम अपनी पहली जॉब में जाके तुम्हें प्यार हो जाए अपनी जॉब से एंड तुम्हें बहुत मज़ा आने लगे कि I love what I do. Luckily that happened for me, so I consider myself lucky. बट आई थिंक रिसर्च एंड क्यूरियोसिटी बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होती है इन फिगरिंग आउट व्हाट यू लाइक. अगर तुम अपनी जॉब पे जा रहे हो एंड तुम्हें उसके बारे में वो करने का मन ही नहीं करता है, उसके बारे में पढ़ने का मन ही नहीं करता है, it does not matter, वो अच्छी बात नहीं है. So you should know how to use Google properly, find reports, study data, ask the right questions, and then figure out things. And that brings me to another important point. I feel like people just keep on applying to jobs and वो सोचते नहीं हैं कि is this actually something that I like, is it something that interests me. And while in the short term that might work, if you're just looking at earning money or things like that, but long term mein, it just drains you out. Like I have friends that are doing jobs just for the sake of jobs, and it drains them out so much. And having a corporate job is not easy, by the way. The work life balance matters, how the people treat you matters, and maybe I can make a whole separate video about actually working in corporate and the realities of the corporate world, but this video is different. And yeah, so you should be curious, you should be interested in what you're doing and what you're reading about on the job. And another thing, when you're making CVs, you cannot use one CV to apply to, you know, a lot of job profiles, because हर job profile different होती है यार. मेक श्योर यू एडिट थोड़ा बहुत. एक CV जब एक बनता है वो एक सर्टन प्रोफाइल के लिए बनता है. यूज़ कीवर्ड्स ऑफ दैट जॉब प्रोफाइल जिसके लिए तुम अप्लाई कर रहे हो, उसको थोड़ा टेलर करो उस जॉब के लिए, एंड मेक डिफरेंट वर्जन्स ऑफ इट. And if you don't know, I should be the one telling you. Your CV should be very quantitative and less qualitative. And what I mean by that is, तुम्हें ऐसी lines लिखनी है like I helped increase efficiency by X%, or I researched upon X companies. तो एक numbers से ना, it helps you build proof of what you've done. So remember that, and try not to fake things, because like most colleges में तो wet होता है CV, so you cannot actually fake things. But अगर तुम out of that भी अगर कुछ fake करके जा रहे हो तो interviewer को पता चल जाता है. So try to be as honest as you can, and you should not be ashamed about the fact that you're still building your CV. Also, another thing that comes to mind is that I personally don't even understand, मतलब कि CV का concept होता है, ठीक है, fine. It is important for people to understand your qualifications and your achievements, but I feel like अगर तुम एक इंसान हो and you have so much to yourself, you've lived like 20-25 years, तो एक one sheet of paper cannot describe who you are as a person. And अगर वो हो रहा है तो you are very very one dimensional, my friend. And let me tell you, you need to explore more. There should be so much more to you than your CV. कि अगर कोई तुमसे पूछ लेना कि tell me something that's not on your CV, you should have 15 answers to give them. And I think making yourself interesting and making yourself seem interesting to the interviewer, apart from what your achievements are, your academic things are, is also very very important. You should have hobbies, you should have a life outside of your academics and internships, and you should have opinions about things. You should have opinions about what's going on around you. So that is one essential skill that you also need to have. Okay, moving on to the next skill. I think this could be a little early for it, but let me tell you, professionalism is something that matters a lot on your first job, and this is when you actually get the job. How you manage deadlines, how you talk to people. See, a corporate job is not easy, and you will get overstimulated at times, you will get overwhelmed at times, and keeping your calm, still being kind to people is very very important throughout all of that. तुम्हारा कभी मन करेगा कि सामने वाले बंदे का सिर फोड़ दो, but still you would have to say it's okay, thank you so much. So yeah, that is how life works. But yeah, being professional, making friends, managing deadlines, being a reliable person, I think more than what you know, if you are reliable and people can trust you with work, that is more important. क्योंकि काम सिखाया जा सकता है, जो हमें स्कूल कॉलेज में पढ़ाया जाता है, दैट इज़ लाइक कोई तुमसे आके नहीं पूछ रहा है कि इस ट्राइंगल का एरिया निकाल दो, ठीक है. बट दैट हेल्प्स यू बिल्ड द फाउंडेशन ऑफ वट यू नो. लाइक मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता कि मेरी कॉलेज डिग्री बिल्कुल बेकार रही है. इट हैज़ हेल्प मी navigate my job really well, and it has helped me build those foundational skills in the concepts of finance. But yeah, the point I'm trying to make is it is very important to be professional and presentable at your workplace. Now, speaking from the perspective of if you're actually in college right now, what can you realistically and immediately do to build skills to get a job? or get placed would be centered around internships, extracurricular activities, projects, or anything of that sort actually. So for example, अगर तुम college में हो and you think marketing interests you, पहले तो you cannot just say that marketing interests you. Show me how it interests you. So for example, तुमने कुछ brand page बनाया है and you have this many followers, or you've done this brand campaign, or you have an idea in mind कि this is a company that is doing things in a certain way right now, but this is how I would think that they should do it. So कुछ concrete होना चाहिए for you to tell them. Other than that, building experience in college is centered around societies and how you talk to people, how you build connects, how you grab internships, even if it's through referrals. That helps you build your CV a lot. And also, if you do want an extra edge, I think people already do this a lot, but certain certification courses like a CA, a CFA, CMA, ACCA can help you grab that extra edge and like highlight your CV among others. So it's not necessary, it's not a prerequisite by any means at any job, but it does give you an edge in making your CV stand out among other peers. Yeah, so to end, I would just like to say that your first job doesn't have to be your dream job. It doesn't have to be the job that you are still doing 10 years down the line. But it can be that first opportunity to figure out things for yourself, to actually learn things practically, and to realize that this is what I want. So yeah, that is all from my end on how to build the essential skills of getting a job in 2026. Yeah, that is pretty much it. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Also, let me know if you want me to make a video on actual realities of corporate life in India, because I have a lot to say.